Hi, this is Tiffany Chinori and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be talking about how to set boundaries at work. And so I am a person that used to not really have good work boundaries. And what I mean that is I wasn't even respecting my own time. So how could I expect for others to respect my time? And so what I mean by that is you have to respect your own time at work if you want others to respect your time. For example, if you have certain meetings, if you know that there's a project that you're working on and you're like, I am going to plan to work on this project at X time. So I'm gonna work on this project at X time. And then you don't put it on your calendar. And then all of a sudden you're working on many different things, even though you said that you were going to work on it at that specific time, and then you get pulled in many directions and you're working on something else. So that's what I mean by respect your own time. If you make a plan to work on something at a specific time, then put that on there. Sometimes it's as easy as putting the do not disturb or do not schedule on your calendar, just so then that way you can focus on the project that you are working on. And this is going to help you with getting in the routine of setting boundaries, number one, with your time, because then people will begin to know what are the times that they can reach out to you or interact with you in regards to work. So for example, if you're someone where maybe you're trying to get out of the habit of checking emails really late, at the end of the day, you do what works best for you. But if you're trying to set boundaries where you're not checking emails late and you don't feel stressed, because I know what it's like sometimes to be so stressed. You got an email, it's late at night, there's nothing you can do to fix it, because to fix it, you actually need to speak with more people. So don't do it. Don't fall into that trap. I fell into that trap many times, checking emails, and it was problems I wanted to solve, but I couldn't solve it because in order for me to solve it, I would need to speak with other people who, of course, I'm sure wasn't available at that time. So if you are in any means, any way like me, make sure that you set boundaries in regards to, I'm not gonna be checking emails anytime after this. When I check emails again, it'll be in the morning. So just setting healthy boundaries in regards to how you manage and respect your time and the hours that you are working. The second thing is no is a complete sentence. And so it's not that you can't say no at work, it's how you say no at work. You're not gonna tell your boss, no, I don't wanna do this because I don't feel like doing this. That's not what you're gonna say, or at least I hope you're not gonna say that. But what you would say is explaining to them, I have other priorities and maybe I need to know what is a priority in regards to the things that you want me to work on. Can you let me know what are the priorities, and then that way I can manage my schedule accordingly and I can prioritize this if this is what is important for me to get done versus no. So when you're saying no, it's all about how you say no in regards to what you're doing. Now there are some situations where you just have to say no, but with me not knowing exactly the context or the situation that applies to you, use wisdom and judgment to make the best decision for you. But it's all about how you communicate it. When it comes to saying no, it's all about how you're communicating it, the tone of voice that you're using to communicate it. Are you coming across like, no, you're annoyed that you were even asked to do it? Or are you coming across like, I'm trying to understand and I also want you to understand what's on my current plate so I can let you know why I can't do it, and all of these things, because sometimes you do have to provide additional context, especially when you're speaking with your boss. But no is a complete sentence. So don't feel bad about not being able to do something. And that's something that I had to realize is I don't wear a cape. So there are situations where maybe I'd love to help, but maybe I just don't have the time to. So this goes back to kind of respecting my boundaries and my time, and just letting other people know what I have the bandwidth and capacity to do, because sometimes you just don't have the bandwidth. Like, you love to do it, but you don't have the time to do it. And so that's something mindful as well. And lastly, what I have found very helpful for me is utilizing your calendar. So if you really want to hold yourself accountable for respecting your time and helping others respect your time as well, use your calendar to kind of book the different things that you have. Whether it's a lunch, this is the time that I'm going to go and take a walk, or this is the time where I'm working, these are what my working hours are, because then that'll help you with being able to communicate to, whomever that you're working with, exactly like when you're working and all of those things. So hopefully these things will help you with setting boundaries for work, even applying some of these things to life as well, your personal life. And take it from me, someone that definitely had to learn the hard way in regards to burnout, being overwhelmed and taking on more that I really had capacity to do, that you're able to do more and really give more to the work that you're doing when you set healthy boundaries. So then that way you can really work on those things. So hopefully these tips are helpful for you in regards to having fulfilling careers by setting workplace boundaries or boundaries for you and yourself that helps you, because self-care is important. If you're not taking care of yourself, then it really makes it really hard for you to be able to show up for others. And that includes being able to show up in the workplace and how you show up as an employee. So hopefully these tips were helpful to you, and I will see you in the next video.